Alrighty, welcome back to Mecha Mondays. While I press buttons, it's not gonna play nice. Yeah, it's that most wonderful time of the year where we throw giant robot parts together. In this case, using a giant robot head as a hood ornament. Do we need arms? We probably need arms. We don't actually need arms. Arms are highly optional. Of course. Alrighty, we don't want to put anything too important on there. Alright, now's the fun part where you stack it. And we've got to get around to painting the thing, and that's a procedure. So basically, the way stats work in Custom Mech Wars are the higher the stars, the better the stats. The larger the size, usually the better the stats, although weight generally increases quite a bit. Basically, if it's got higher stars, it's going to have lower weight, higher attack, higher HP, higher everything. Better cooldown time. It's a lot. And basically, the game is all about giving you about a zillion different disposal thingamajiggies. And going from there. I do not want to put that anywhere it's going to easily get hit, so we'll put like 2 or 3 of these right here. Put it on the bed here. And rotate it so this faces straight up. Straight up, I said. Doesn't matter too much. The only thing that really matters is where the aperture is pointed. Like, it can shoot through yourself, because the game doesn't care about rules. Do I have any cannons? I do. Okay. Facing the other way. Oh, I'll know if something's behind me. I'm gonna put one. On the head of my giant robot here. I swear it's a giant robot, not a fun bus with arms attached. Oh gosh. Oh, it's nowhere near capped. It's gonna be a while before that's ever a problem. I'll leave it at that for now, as awful as it is. I will actually, I'll get one of these on here. What's the range on that? 320. That's better. Which ammo is that? That's double the ammo. Its attack is pretty respectable too. Strap that on the bumper here. It's now on the license plate. Okay. I'll make that the critical weapon. And we do want to put some shields on. In various locations. No, come on. There we go. We gotta rotate it a little. And we're gonna size it way up. Basically, shields operate more or less the way you'd expect. Well, it doesn't have very much HP, but we're going to strap it onto the top here. Can I put a connection on that home join? Yes, I can. There we go. Hopefully, that's going to take hits before my body does. Can I make that even bigger? I can. So that's going to act basically as a giant barrier. Squidge it down a bit. Not a lot though, because sometimes it'll interact with things. So the disadvantage of sizing it up that much is that it will run into terrain. And if it runs into terrain, you get problems. Your weapons will shoot through it, no problem though. So I kind of want to shrink it down a smidge, but not too much. So it's a nice outer coating. It's very Christmassy, as you can see. Extremely festive. Giant brick. Decals just kind of add weight and HP. They don't really act as barriers. Physical objects act as barriers, however. We are gonna slap a bunch of these around. If I can figure out where they're being located. Come on. Yeah, okay. We want to move that out. Size it up so it's big, takes up space. Add another one for the other side. That was left, so we're looking for right. Symmetry is dead. Long live symmetry, by the way. I can probably slap another one or two on here. In fact, I'll put one in the rear. Yeah. Put two in the rear here. additional barrier here. Okay, so we'll put a scrolling. We'll put one of these camouflage items in front. In fact, we'll put two, just to be absolutely certain we don't have any problems. Barrier. They won't know it hit them. It's some sort of a cat girl with a hammer. This means we are effectively invincible, as you've probably guessed. This game is bad taste, the video game. It's okay. Alright, that's going to do for now for that one. We'll hit finish on that. We're going to make one more new one. So we do have to give it some legs. We'll make it a... any actual good legs. We could make a train. Trains are like a festive thing, right? Heck with it. We'll make a murder car. Okay, so for a chest, we do want to put a chest on here. Do we have a medium chest floating around? That'll be durable. Yeah, that'll do. Heads are good for the auto-targeting they provide, and not a whole lot else I have found. They're fairly cosmetic, actually. Heads aren't all that useful. Beyond the auto-targeting that they provide. There we go. We don't really need arms. The practical advantage of arms is that they allow for more detailed targeting for any weapons attached to them. The problem with arms is they're fragile and they're generally exterior and they get blown off at the drop of a hat. Had bad luck with them. So I'm not actually going to mess with those. We are, however, going to strap like a zillion Gatling guns onto this thing if we can. Top, maybe? I'll rotate that upwards like so. Around like that. Strictly speaking, if I were to hypermile this, or hypergame this, I would be making sure all my weapons are like deep inside my body, so they can't get blown off individually. We're not going to play like that right now. That's exhausting. We'll put a... how many revolver cannons do we have? We have a couple. Not to be confused with rocket cannons, which are a whole nother beast. mentioning? No, not really. We can take a bunch of these, but they're all kind of crap. Guess I can put that on the hood. Oh, we have a bile bunker. We can put that on the hood as well. So we can ram things. It's very Christmassy. It's extremely Christmassy. We'll give it a Christmas paint job in a minute. One sec. Sorry about that. Something was falling off my bookshelf. I didn't want it to fall. Yeah, we'll do that. And we will, there we go. Coat this thing in as many anime waifus as possible. Come on. See, this model has very large shock absorbers, so it's quite desirable for the purpose of blocking incoming fire. And one more for the front. This will hopefully do. Those camouflage thinguses. There we go. All right, so we are enclosed. Our bottom and top aren't, so we are very much a turtle at the moment. So this is a godless abomination from beyond the Nameless Void, and we're going to call it good with that. Now we have a bunch of spare. How do I set one as deployable? Or rather, what is preventing any of these from being deployable? So you can actually create launch sequences? I didn't know that. That's news to me. Okay, how do I move these to the playability zone? Say replacing one of these. There we go, that's how. Alright, we're pretty well set. All of these are horrible. They're all a magnificent Christmas present. Designed for maximum psychological horror. And we'll take out the Murdermobile for a drive real quick. In the hills behind our headquarters, G-Mechs have appeared assembled with the hodgepodge of junk parts found in the illegal disposal site. They seem to have been autonomously fishing around in the heaps of scrap to build themselves back up and weaponize. There may be some connection to our security G-Mechs going rogue, but one thing is certain, if left unattended, these junker mechs could pose a real threat to our facility. To prevent this, all pilots are hereby ordered into the hills to perform a thorough search and destroy mission. But be aware, we do not yet know the full nature of our targets. Additionally, since they are outfitting themselves with randomly sourced scrap, we cannot predict exactly what they are capable of. Please set about this mission with extreme caution. Extreme caution. I am not a creative type, so I'm slapping stuff together as best I can, given the circumstances. This happens to make for truly hideous giant robots. And since there are no real aesthetic guidelines whatsoever, well, I think you can pretty much figure it out. Those are pretty. So those are rare parts. Think of them like loot goblins. This person doesn't stop shooting me from the back. This is early missions of the campaign, so everything's pretty fragile. Oh no. Get pile bunkered, brew. Let me get these active real quick. So one of the difficulties is that you are pretty much beholden to whatever parts you've gotten to drop. Much like your Gundam Breakers, much like other similar titles. Mass Builder avoids this by making it so that your customization doesn't really matter. If I'm gonna be nice. Damn it. There we go. So what I'm gonna have to start doing in my mech designs in this is putting multiple forward shields for safety.
G メックの簡単な講習しか受けておらず、当然ながら戦闘の訓練も受けていない素人も同然だ。そんな素人が今なぜ曲がりなりにも戦闘をこなせているのか。それはまず間違いなくアブシディの補助があるからだろう。ブースト停止します。
I'm also beginning to believe that it does actually care quite a bit where you put the shields, in terms of which part they're connected to. But I'm not absolutely positive. Let me just pick up this mess real quick.
アブシディにはそういう機能もあるってことだ。そんなわけだからビビってないでガンガン暴れていいぞ。多少手荒な操縦をしてもアブシディのサポートがある限り大したことにはならんはずだ。
敵残存数残りわずかです。デッキを確認。敵残存数残りわずかです。
There we go. Shouldn't be able to shoot at me anymore, so I can just... In fact, what
パ
I'll
イロ
do...
ットの体質を確認。待機します。敵 AI が沈黙。露獲成功です。機体の配送依頼が受理されました。
Well, hello,
配
Echo.
送機体の投下を
Oh
確認。
no, of course they're swarming right at it.
一人移動してください。
Oh!
パイロットの登場を確認。起動します。 敵残存数残りわずかです。
Sup, Echo? How are things?
こちら管理部。
Unfortunately, it's not going to play nice, but
二人ともお疲れ様でした。
allow me to assure you that this is not the face of mercy that I have on my vehicle. And yet they're still somehow damaging my legs through all that. That's unfortunate.
そうね。結局まだ警備用 G メックの暴走の原因はわからないの。今は会社中が混乱してるのよ。
まあこの混乱はしばらく収まりそうにないな。
おやさん、お疲れ様っす。
とにかく今の状況では兄ちゃんたちパイロットの力が頼りだ。今日は大変だったがまた明日もよろしく頼むぜ。
あ、じゃあ俺たちに任せてくださいよ。
Merry Christmas, by the way, Echo. No, it does not want you switching mechs if you can help it. Got it. Any interesting armaments? Got another double launcher. We need as many of those as we can get. We want missiles for days. Got another mining drill. We could probably make a, if we get enough mining drills, we can definitely make a Christmas tree out of them. Need a lot, but that's not a problem. Yeah, just the 1 or 2 double launchers. Still got a bunch of components in general, which is good.
皆さん、ご静粛に願います。
So I've not shown off the research lab yet.
おすすめの機体がある。見に来るか？
新機体の構築、パーツの量産が可能です。
So this is Custom Mech Wars, where humanoid proportions are very much a suggestion, not a rule. Oh good, I do have a lot of resources. So what weapons can we build here? We probably want to build some Nyx missiles if we can. The bigger the better, but it looks like we can't afford them yet. Do not have very much ammo, so maybe an octo launcher is the better path. So research will just let you straight up build something at the level you want it to be at, which is extremely, or the rarity level that you want it to be at, which is extremely valuable. Higher rarity equals better, but then you also have part levels in addition to all that. Balaam side cannons. There we go. And basically, the bigger the component, the higher rarity its starting rarity generally is. So mediums are going to range from 3-star to 5-star, whereas large is going to range from 4-star to 5-star. Basically, the bigger the better. The downside to building bigger is that it's a larger part and therefore easier to hit. Also, weight goes up, and that has some downsides. Depending on your setup. Namely slower speed or worse boost management, which is kind of a bear. I'd like to get more humanoid legs, but it has not been cooperative in that regard. So for an example of things you can just straight up build as well, you can just build something soup to nuts. So we've got the Atom S, M and L, which are just small, medium, and large. V-Jet, which looks pretty cool. The Lapras, which looks kind of like SPT Lasner if you stripped everything off of it. The Gyarg, which looks like the best front mission Wanzer you've never seen in your life. This, which looks like something out of Power Dolls. The Begliudra. Say that 5 times fast. And then there's just like the toughness. This is the toughness. Does it not register as the toughness? Another one that looks like a Wanzer from Front Mission. In fact, it looks like a familiar Wanzer from Front Mission, and I can't name which one off the top of my head. I think that's Celtic for something. Word I can't pronounce. Colewche, which, you know, just looks vaguely femboidy, fembody. Of course, we have the hero, which, you know, looks the part. Of course it does. I forget which the Vipa is. Oh yes, the Vipa is the one that can fly. Well, it has a hover sled for legs, which is nice. They're big and bulky, but it's a hover sled, and hover sleds are cool. I absolutely adore this. It looks like the villain of a super robot show. The dire Cygnus. Then we get into special customs that they have actually a fairly large number of. Like the Panzer S, the Desargues, which just kind of looks like a hot mess in a good way. Well, it looks like a hot mess. The White Griffin, which definitely does not look like a original arcade game character, Donut Steel. It looks like the White Glint by way of Gun Griffin, and that may have been why the name. I adore this thing. I would walk it on a leash. I would pilot this in a heartbeat. It looks great. The Detector S, which, you know, probably detects. I like the fighter jet cockpit thing it's got going on for a head, up on the upper reaches of its torso. The Zephyr, which looks like something out of Advance of Zeta. Or maybe Super Robot Wars as a support mech. The Cypher, which has two spiky things. And it generally looks like a mecha spider, which, you know, cool. If horrifying. The Dragoon, which, I don't know, looks like it probably is intended to fly on turbines of some kind. Probably for recon or something, I don't know, or a weapons platform. The Gunslinger, which, well, looks like this. I don't know why it's called the Gunslinger. The Dragunov, which is this big red thing with arms on its hips for some reason. I don't mind. The weirder the better. The Destroyer, which looks like it's probably the final boss, at a guess. Probably is the final boss. It's fairly expensive, but not so expensive that it's out of reach. And then we have stuff from the EDF collab, which has a bunch of Nyx equipment. It's the Nyx. I forget if that's from 4 or 5. I think it's from 5. The Combat Wagon Nyx, which is a Nyx in a wagon that was being partially decommissioned, and they had to recommission it. The EMC, which is familiar from anyone who's ever watched a worthwhile Godzilla movie. It's a Maser tank. This is why we love EDF 5, by the way. Maser tanks. I know I squealed. This is the Barga, which is the designated giant robot, big stompy robot from EDF 5. And the Balaam, which is the designated big stompy robot from EDF 4. I adore both. Alrighty, so we do wish to return. So this game is fairly unforgiving, because it doesn't really care about your feelings all that much. It just kind of throws you at problems and says, hey, fix this, solve this problem. Yeah, we could go with that one. Because the arms on this are exposed, it tends to get shellacked. Our company's security G-Mechs continue to run amok. At present, each unit is out of our control. They continue to roam independently and are even unresponsive to our shutdown commands. Fortunately, there have been no casualties as of yet, but it is only a matter of time until their attacks begin taking a human toll. So, deep lore background. There's a big comet or something headed through the solar system. And basically, to preempt a possible collision or just the effects of its flying close, the whole world says, you know, it would be a good idea to go and dig big underground bunkers for the entire human population, and then leave our cities abandoned. Okay, now that we've left our cities abandoned, just in case, let's put a bunch of AI-controlled mechs to, you know, patrol the streets. And now the mechs are acting weird, so we're up here decommissioning them. To prevent this from coming to pass, we have elected to capture and recover or destroy if deemed necessary all security G-mechs. Furthermore, there are reports of other companies' G-mech models with similarly corrupted AI running wild. We cannot state with absolute certainty that these incidents are linked, but we are keeping a careful eye on the matter. So basically, it gives us an excuse to cobble together a mech using duct tape and baling wire, strapping as many guns to it as we possibly can, and then shooting things with them. It's about as loose a premise as you could possibly hope for. It's basically EDF, except with fewer ants. And you can jump out, like, do pilot things.
いつもメンテナンスで来ていたこの町ですが、今日は暴走 G メックの破壊が目的です。先ほどのブリーフィングにもありましたが、47警備保障では社が保有する警備用 G メックの回収・破壊が決定されました。予想される被害を最小限に抑えるための苦渋の決断となります。我が社の G メック以外にも外部から侵入した所属不明の G メックが行動を共にしているという報告もありました。皆さん Unfortunately, it also does like a lot of in-game mission dialogue, just all over the place, and it's really hard to keep track of what they really want to tell you. So when in doubt, just shoot them. I'm gonna drive past these guys so they can deal with that. Running into your allies here will kill them if you are burly. I am extremely burly. Oh, I wanted to capture that. Too late. They love getting underfoot. Literally and figuratively. It's also these, they distract enemies. Come on. No, it doesn't ding you for blowing up buildings. At least I haven't run into a mission where they did yet. You can also capture things. Basically gives you bonus parts. At the end mission rewards screen. No joy. That's okay. Cool things about the game, though, is it has location-based damage. The practical upshot of that is if there's an enemy with, like, a dangerous weapon on it, and you want to keep them from killing you with said dangerous weapon, you can pinpoint the arm or limb or weapon itself and just blow it off their body. This is very handy.
can also disarm things so you can take the time to pick other stuff up.
皆さんおはようございます。
Kind of like EDF, except you're leaving an enemy alive.
昨日の特急警
In
戒
EDF,
隊の1号
leave like 1 or 2 spiders or ants or what have you alive, and then just go cruising around the battlefield.
火山性地震も
Um,
現在は鳴りを潜めています。ですがまだ安心はできません。特に地上で作業される方々は十分にご注意ください。
特に新しい情報はないよ。G メックの暴走と今回の地震、関連性はないのかもしれんな。
敵残存数残りわずかです。 新たな敵影を感知。注意してください。ブースト停止します。
we get this turret activated here.
パイロットが機外へ退出しました。スリープモード。よーし。パイロットが登場しました。戦闘モード。
上空に何かいるぞ。
上だ、上から来るぞ。
敵残存数残りわずかです。
Gonna try and lure these enemies over towards the turret I have over here. Turret can do most of the work. These guys won't ever move, it's fine.
新たな敵影を感知。注意してください。敵残存数残りわずかです。 宇宙気象庁では彗星または彗星の影響と思われる災害についてさらに早く、さらに詳しく、さらに分かりやすく皆様へお伝えできるよう非常災害警戒マップを更新しています。詳しくは宇宙気象庁のサイトへアクセス。
So really, it's basically exactly like Armored Core 6. I mean, I've got a pile bunker on one of my mechs, so it's clearly exactly the same game. Spend most of your time airborne.
敵残存数残りわずかです。
Oh, they're all over there by the enemy attractor. Sure.
スペシャルアイテムスピードアップを取得しました。電気を確認。
See, look at this thing. How could you not love this? It's just a bright red fire truck with guns on it that hovers. It's basically perfect. I adore it. Oh yeah. Does this look like the face of mercy? I am using anime waifus as human, well, shaped shields. It's very handy.
兄ちゃんたちがバラしてくれた G メックのパーツを回収して再利用できるようにしてみせるさ。
新人さんは大丈夫？気分が悪いとかない？
パイロット、バイタル正常です。
こいつは大丈夫っすよ。バイトリーダーである俺が面倒を見てますから。
そうね。じゃあ先輩くん、新人さんをお願いね。
Alright, that went pretty well. Should have been an S. Yep. Got a fair stack of resources from that. So here we go. Equipped parts screen. I believe it's anything that's in the. Basically, every time you pick up one of the containers, the cylindrical containers, that is part upgrade juice. And that will grant level ups to your parts. I don't know what the max level cap for parts is. You can get duplicate parts, but basically anything you have equipped is going to get leveled up. So if you have a build that you're really attached to, you can keep leveling the parts up. So any of those cylinders, I believe, are the ones that are providing those part level ups. And then this is all the new stuff we got, which is quite a list. Some new legs, that's good. We're still going to be getting only small parts for a long time in campaign mode, which is probably why I'm going to do some side story stuff. Oh, hey. Is that one of the auto-firing weapons? Yes, it is. Those are kind of 50-50. So the practical upshot of auto-fire weapons is that they basically act like a CIWS, or CIWS, anti-missile systems, and there are a lot of enemy projectiles that it will shoot down. Basically anything that's a big, shiny yellow thing that's heading in your general direction, it can shoot down. The problem is some of them have very slow fire rates, so it's kind of, particularly the early ones. They don't generally shoot at enemies themselves. There are a couple that do. I've only run into one or two that will do that. A wing? I'll have to check that out. Accessory parts can have particular details, like things that they're use cases that they're for, other than cosmetics or physically blocking something. And here's more strengthened parts. I forget what levels these up offhand. I think it's just experience, which is on top of part level ups. But I'm not sure. So we are going to go and try one of the side missions now. There's also multiplayer, which I have not fiddled much with. See if there are any rooms up. Genesis Galgagar, nice. They are on nightmare difficulty. I believe you have to clear single player to get the higher difficulties unlocked. See if I can join it. Probably a bad idea. In fact, I'll back off. I don't want to hold this guy up. Oh yeah, thanks Windows Defender. Yes, I want to allow access, thanks. Oh yeah, no, I don't want to waste this guy's day or time. Anyway, there's multiplayer. It works, I promise. I'm gonna try a side story mission here. Oh, actually, I want to strap some more missiles to Oh good, we have a few more double launchers. Oh, weight limit has been exceeded. So for a comparison here, this is level 21 at 1 star, this is level 10 at 2 stars. And the level 10 has better HP, it has better attack, it is lighter weight, it has faster reload time, its projectiles move faster, it has slightly less range, that might be a factor of level. And it has slower or faster cooldown time, so rarity matters quite a bit. Let me check main weapons and see if I can remove something here. I can remove the bazooka probably. As good as the bazooka is. Oh, we have landmines now. Nice. Not especially practical, but okay, weight-wise we will just be under. That is good. So it's just a box. This has very, very few accoutrements other than, you know, a tank cannon on its legs. Don't worry about it. We could actually give it a melee weapon. No, we can't. We're right at the weight limit for these legs. Can I go to key parts, legs, and swap those out? You can put in multiple legs as well. There is nothing preventing you from doing that. Other than good taste, I guess. Do we have any medium legs that aren't those? Oh, these are just straight up better. Wow, I should probably equip these instead. More booster duration. Higher max speed. Speed and acceleration and stuff are both a function of legs as well as a function of, there's like a weight distribution thing that makes a difference there, and I'm not totally sure what it is. I haven't quite figured that out. So we'll take that, we'll change that out, we will install. There we go. We now have Nyx legs, which are rather sexy gams indeed. You can, in fact, set up like multiple leg arrays if you so choose. You can have like a quadrupedal. Let me add another set of Nyx legs. If you use the right connector pieces, anyway. The practical upshot to doing this is it means that your actual legs are more durable. So there's something to be said for that. Fortunately, the way the hard points are set up here, oh, can I do them? I can do them off of the arms. We won't do that. There we go. What I should probably do is add another chest component. I have EMC chests. I don't want to use an EMC chest if I can help it. Those aren't spectacular. They're not really what I'm here for. But yeah, size matters. So size class makes a pretty big difference. But they also do go up quite a bit in weight. They usually have a commensurate increase in durability and decrease in boost duration and ability. But if you have like a large part that has like not a lot going on, it can, for a chest that is specifically, it can have pretty impressive booster correction. But it's not, and I'm still figuring most of this out, so I might be wrong about everything. I may have misunderstood what the game has been telling me. Yeah, we'll go with that. And what we'll do is we will move that out here. Rotate it around 180 degrees, and we'll move it back in a bit. Let's leave it out there for now. Now get legs and attach some Nick's legs to that. It is not going to let me do that, is it? Let's see if it will. It will not. It's only going to let me put it on top. There's a way to get legs connected to each other, and I don't remember how to do it offhand. I did it once, like before I started doing the stream. I've forgotten since how I did that. Oh, do I do it from the actual legs menu? No, I'm in the legs menu. That's just going to be straight up better, I think. Let's get that on there. Wait, no, let's see what the next... Yeah, no, we'll just do the medium. Install. Everything will scale up a bit, because now we're using medium parts. And it looks like we've got a lot going down. A lot of junk in the trunk, as it were. Which is nice, I suppose. Alright, so that's pretty respectable. There's not much in terms of accessories on there. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that at all. I wanted to save. Gosh darn it. Okay, legs. Let's find the legs I was using that were better. I do have a bunch of spare weight now, which is good. What does this do? Shot speed is faster than that of a bazooka, and its blast radius has been improved. However, due to its heavy weight, its rapid fire capability suffers. Okay. Oh, I have another tank cannon. Might also equip one of these beam guns, because these beam guns hit like an absolute truck. Like doing 2,600 damage in a single thwack, and I think it can actually beam over time. Laser cannons are interesting. I would probably equip another bazooka. Do I have any medium parts? No, I do not. Okay. Oh, that'll bump me up quite a bit. Well, the tank cannon, so the interesting thing about tank cannons is they are very heavy, but they also have a lot of HP, so you can sort of use them as blocking elements. If anybody here has ever played Chrome Hounds, if you remember how the meta of that game kind of went, where you kind of just hid your cockpit behind a zillion layers of garbage, design garbage, in terms of physical components. Be it guns, be it limb frames, be it other such things, armor plates. That's kind of how this game works, except instead of the cockpit being the essential part of your build, it is your legs plus torso. Torso is also important if it's attached to your legs, but otherwise legs are king. If you shoot for legs, you'll kill every time. It'll take a while because legs are usually pretty durable, but I think it adds like HP health to it, or chest, torso health to it, but I'm not sure. So if there were PvP in this, a lot of the meta would boil down to, here's my legs. They're completely ensconced and covered by absolutely everything. You now have to shoot through like 6 layers of bullshit in order to get to it. So if I were like metagaming, I would be covering my body in all sorts of nonsense. I'm not doing that. Because life is literally too short. It will take too long for me to do that. I'll add another tank cannon. Why not? Because they have a fair amount of ammo. Not a mountain of it. They have a fair... Actually, that is 200 ammo. Let's do another Zook. I have 2 bazookas going. So the disadvantage of having protruding weapons like this is they will get shot off. Like this array of missiles on my head and shoulders, those are going to get shot off. No problem. No finish. Yes. I was going to do festive stuff, but we're not getting around to that because we just don't have the customization options yet. We will. Let's do a side story mission though. Liberate the town. We'll try it on hard. We're probably going to die like we did before. These names are randomly generated. I have nothing to do with them. I'll start doing names when I care about my giant robot. I have already sat through that last week, so we're not going to sit through it again. I will note, I'm very bad at this. Partly because the game is jank. Partly because I'm not very good. Also, I'm doing hard difficulty early, which is not a great idea. Oh good, one volley killed those 2. I'm going to activate these turrets here. Oh, no you don't. Just gonna boost the hell out of here. Wow, they're durable. So what I'm endeavoring to do is shoot its weapon arm. Not bad. There's another turret out here. Get that active. Oh, it's over here. So the AI in this game is about as dumb as you could possibly hope for. It's not very smart. Some of it is going to be like this, where it's just going to sit there and kind of die. Whoa. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Damn it. Hit this with like a couple layers of missiles. I'm going to try and blow off its weapon arm. Okay. I'm gonna dip behind this.
パイロットの排出を確認。待機します。
目標機体のロケット
Ah,
に
we got it.
成功
Very
しま
good.
した行くわよ
So I'm gonna do a couple captures if I can.
戦闘モード。
Whoa. I'm gonna have to keep a slight eye on my ammo. Okay, they're way over there. Are they headed this way? With any luck, I can use some of my AI partners here as meat shields.
注意してください。
You are not meant to be doing these missions this early either. You're meant to be doing these far later.
敵残存数。残りわずかです。新たな敵への
Okay, there's a bunch of items I have to
注
pick
意
up.
してください。 電気を確認。
So far, I haven't run into an ammo increasing component. The way you increase ammo is by slapping on more guns. So you have to shoot less in order to kill something. This is not the best system in my opinion, but I also don't really mind. What is my... It's an attack up special. Good, I'll pop that in a sec. Get a bunch of these guys lined up.
スペシャルアイテムアタックアップを使用します。新たな敵影を感知。注意してください。
These guys are kind of obnoxious, but they only have one gun, so you can just shoot at the one side of their body and they... Oh no! I got lucky there. There you go. Let me see if I can capture you.
パイロットの体質を確認。待機します。
Nice. So if you disable an enemy, it means your odds of capturing them go up.
露覚成功です
So
パイロット。
I do want to get some captures because that means I get bonus parts. It also means if I fail this mission, I will get those parts regardless, which is nice, as opposed to if you lose otherwise, you don't.
注意してください。
Um,
スペシャルアイテムアタックアップを取得しました。ブースト。
Whoa. There we go. These guys are pretty good targets for that because they are
退出しました。
nice.
露覚成功です
They only have the one weapon, so they're pretty easy to deal with. You just blow off the weapon, go nuts.
注意してください。
Okay, I want to get moving here. So the game is actually quite complicated, ultimately. But the actual gameplay is so straightforward that it really doesn't make much of a difference. Basically, it's stack as much cool stuff as you can, hope for the best, and then do whatever cosmetic stuff you want to do. And because you can just like kind of hide parts underneath other parts, you can just like hide guns inside something and still be effective. Doing fairly well right now, but I am having a bit of an issue with ammo, so I have to be somewhat cautious. In fact, I might switch mechs just to refill. Whoa! Alright, we'll capture you.
パイロットが機内へ退出しました。スリープモード。
Did not work. Let's try it again. It did. So we've gotten a few spare parts this way, which is nice. What I might do is switch to one of my... Problem is I know some nasties are coming and I need to have a bunch of spare everything to deal with them. There's some item over here. You can do quite a bit of flying by bunny hopping like this. Yeah, I will swap out to... yeah, I can do this one. Swoosh. That should refill its ammo as well. Come on. Oh, it's way over there. Shoot. So my boost management is going to be a lot worse. Also, I'm very heavy, so I break right through. Don't do that. Because I outmass my allies so drastically, they will. Oh, here we go. They will die. These are all coming for me. Cool, cool. So, my AI keep running into me and dying. Because I outmass them again. So I do a ton of damage to them. Alright, so there are some items lying around. I have to find out what they are. Here we go. It is go time. So they blew off some of my armor already. That didn't take long. That's very bad. Ugh. They are doing a ton of damage. Fortunately, I too do a ton of damage. Oh no, not my guns! I use those! Okay, I need to get out of here because there's a bunch of nasties. And if I can lure them down some pathways here, it'll be better. Ideally, I get them close to the turrets, but they don't always cooperate. In fact, there's some of them that'll just kind of sit there, and it means I have to engage, and they'll just delete me if they look at me funny, so I have to be somewhat cautious. The most damaging enemies don't actually do damage to my pilot, though, which is good, I guess. Oh shit. Oh shit! Please die! Please!
者は速やかに脱出してください。パイロットが機内へ退出しました。スリープモード、機体の配送
Don't shoot at it immediately. Jerk.
到着ポイントへ移動してください。機体の配送が完了しました。受領
So this is big problem. These things do not play nice. They can also just rush me down like you were seeing. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's okay. It's not, but we're gonna pretend like it is. So the difficulty with this build is I can't actually see anything.
破壊されました。敵残存数残りわずかです。ブースト停止します。スペシャルアイテムアタックアップを取得しました。ブースト
So I know there's another wave after this, so I'm gonna save that attack up for that wave. Here we go.
スペシャルアイテムアタックアップを使用します。ブースト停止します。敵残存数残りわずかです。
I am aiming for their guns so that they can't shoot me, because them shooting me is bad. Alright, we're fine. Let's
ブースト停止
grab some items real quick, let the turrets plink away at them. That giant body covering thing has been quite nice. That has protected me. Nice. Just some Fist of the North Star XPs. Having a good time. There is a head on this one. I don't know where it is.
俺だ。
I buried it.
今例の発掘現場と思われる地下空洞に到着した。
親父さん、お疲れ様。何か見つかった？
いや、それ
Yeah.
が何もないんだ。
Y'all saw that?
何もない？
The AI is smart.
もうすでに連中が持ち
Actually went fairly well other than getting destroyed a couple times. This is a game that does not care about you getting destroyed. You've got like 5 or so mechs you can set for a mission. And you can go through all of them. So long as you can clear the mission with your pilot intact. Good luck doing that, but, you know, it's a thing you can do. You can't generally capture bosses or high-end enemies, which is unfortunate, but... Nice. Big honkin' chunk of resources. That's stuff we already have. That's being leveled up. That's good. We like that. What do we got? Anything interesting here? EMC limbs. Those kind of stink. We got another beam cannon. That's okay. A medium Nyx arm. Cool. Nyx decal. Ooh, here we go. What are you? An EMCB. Pretty big and durable is what it is. And it's a 5-star. 5 stars are great. We like those. Chest ornaments. What do we got? Revolver cannons. Those are fine. A Nyx missile pod. Very good. We want that. A 5-star medium Nyx noggin. That's superb. It's very good. Another Nyx missile pod. Another atom beam cannon, some Gatling guns, another high shot cannon, very good. And whatever a Vipa B89 is. So you can see new parts are ones that you haven't gotten before at some point. Usually it'll be attached to either something completely new or alternatively just a new rarity that you hadn't gotten. Capture means you captured it. There's another little highlight that'll show up that'll say rare, and that'll just be you got this drop from a loot goblin truck. They don't dump tons of parts, but they do. So maybe it's cylinders or components, and then the boxes are upgrades. I can't remember which it is now. Anyway, we're leveling stuff up. And the strengtheners also apply just like to random parts in your inventory, I think. If it's equipped, it'll say it's equipped. So it's a good way to level stuff up. Unlike EDF5, where basically... so EDF5 made this huge change from EDF4. In EDF 1 through 4, technically 4.1, every time you picked up a weapon crate, basically it rolled whatever the loot tables were in the mission that was there for a given weapon that you could get. There were also armor crates you could pick up and health crates. Health crates would heal you in the mission. Armor crates would add on to your health total of whatever character you were playing. And basically, so with weapon drops, you'd, say you had a slew of weapons that dropped at mission number 15 on Inferno difficulty. And that you would get those weapons, and those weapons were static. Their stats were static. EDF5 added on a leveling up mechanic, kind of a rarity mechanic, sort of like this, where things would get slightly boosted stats. So basically a weapon that you got relatively early on that you had, that you got a relatively rare rarity on, you didn't get duplicate weapons. Duplicates would add towards getting better stats on ones you had. And you'd basically you could have an old weapon that would be outclassing a new one, which was very, very new. Basically, the usual pattern for EDF up until 5 was if you get a new weapon, it's going to be better almost every single time than anything you already have. If you're getting it particularly from a higher difficulty, whereas EDF5 makes it so that a weapon can last a bit longer. It also added accessories and a bunch of other things in EDF5. EDF5 was a pretty big quantum leap for quality of life for the entire series. 6 is basically more of the same. When people get to play that, they're going to be pretty happy, I think, if they liked 5 and the changes 5 brought. I like how 5 standardized fencers being able to do dash canceling antics. In 4, oh my god, in 4 you could, with certain specific weapons, you could do get up to ridiculous speeds with the fencer by basically dash canceling, particularly with the needle shot weapons, which would shoot this little metallic needle out of your out of this shoulder pod, and it would rapid fire them. It was basically using the projectile of what wasps would shoot at you. And because it would rapid fire, basically every time it would shoot, you had a short window where you could do a dash cancel. And so you could basically just hold down the trigger and mash your dash cancel in whatever direction you wanted to move, and you would haul ass. You'd have the highest horizontal speed in the game, bar none. Wing divers could only hope to match anything like that. So 5 does away with that. You couldn't do dash canceling, but it did add accessories that just let you do multiple dashes in a row, so it was basically the same thing with a short cooldown at the end. This included having both dashes and jumps, whereas before you could only choose one or the other basically, or you'd have to make half your kit built around mobility, whereas in 5 you don't have to worry about that at all. It's just you get the right accessory that can do both some mobility in either way, in either direction, vertical or horizontal, and you're good. You can equip whatever weapons you want. This was a massive improvement, even though you, strictly speaking, would have a hard time maintaining the sustained speed that you could from 4. But you were still better because you had 4 weapons to work with, so you could do stuff on cooldown. 5 in general, the only questionable decision 5 did was some of the stuff they did to the wing diver equivalent. I forget what they called the wing diver in 5. Which was the flying jetpack class that has lasers and plasma guns and whatnot. They did a tweak to that so that there were certain weapon types that ran straight off your backpack battery, your jetpack battery, and this kind of hurt them a bit. with reloading. Reloading would consume your battery, which it kind of did before as well. But it basically was a nerf. You did get accessories that would improve your energy capacity and a few other things, so it wound up not being that big a deal. And you could get accessories that let you do ridiculous aerial combat antics, where you just like could dodge roll for a year in the air with minimal difficulty, and just like chuck out a grenade every now and again. 6 has kind of improved that by making it so that you get refunded for reloads if they're partial reloads. So it winds up being you can min-max your energy management a lot better. We will do this one, and then we'll go back to doing regular missions. I actually want to go into the hangar, because there's some stuff I need to strap on. So keeping builds updated is kind of a pain in the ass in this, as well as just general customization. I'll just make a new mech and get that out of circulation. It'll be called Ache Bono, apparently. Do I have any decent legs? There's some medium EMC rather, legs. That's not ideal. If I only had more proper legs, that'd be great. We may have to go with a train. So we're going to go with a train. It's a big train, which means we're going to get shot to pieces. Look at all these Dream Club zeros. We'll strap on a chest here. Do we have a decent chest? We do. Wow, is there really no other place for me to put that? That sucks. Wow, yeah, okay, so these trains kind of blow. So we're going full Tokuger. Let's see, we do have this medium Nyx H head, which will be nice and durable. We can splat that someplace. That's probably what we'll do. Yeah, we'll put it on top. Nobody's going to shoot the top. It'll be fine. Alright, arms. Do we have any medium limbs? We have a Nyx medium limb. Very nice. Give it that. Yes, we'll set a weapon to the arm. Wow, we have, like, no spare weapons. That's interesting. We'll give it the revolver cannon, I guess. Do I have any medium arms here? Yes, we do. Let's go. We don't have any spare weapons to set to that. That's unfortunate. Alright, so from armaments, we got any decent stuff floating around? We got a medium scale atomic beam cannon, which has a absolutely colossal attack value. We're going to put that right in the middle here. In fact, what I might do is set it down low. Oh, no. We'll do one better. We'll just rotate it the wrong way up. There, that looks horrible. What do we have? Any other medium scale weapons here? No, we have some more beam cannons though. We can strap those on. So, as I've indicated before, I have a certain degree of hesitation about putting... So mounting, if you mount weapons on, like, the legs, which I can't really do here, there is actually a hood ornament I could do. It cannot aim correct more than whatever the projectile can shoot, whatever angle the projectile can shoot out of the barrel, which can be pretty dramatic. But I won't rotate to be in keeping with your aim reticle. So you want to put it on the torso or the arms. Arms get even more fine aim ability and aim angle they can do, which is quite nice. And we'll put that on that front section here. So we'll have some spare beams floating around. This thing will hit pretty hard already. We do want to put these mixed missile pods on. We've got a ton of weight carrying capacity. If I were to go and put everything... in fact, I will put these on top of the head, because I said so. And we will do a quarter rotation that way, or half rotation. Yeah, half rotation. There we go. It doesn't matter if if the line of sight of a weapon is blocked by your body. It does not care. Which, yes, I adore. I love it that it just doesn't care as a game. It's like, whatever. Just put parts wherever it'll work. It's a good thing this isn't a PvP title, is, I guess, the best thing I can say. There, we will put that off to the side like that. 45 degree, and we'll add one more next missile. Oops, nope, yep. No, where are you? Come on. There we go. 45. There we go. So we have this nice little judge hairdo that we've got going on of missiles, as is traditional. We have a bunch of these. I can have very high alpha damage if I strap a ton of those on, but I don't think I need that kind of alpha damage. Although it certainly wouldn't hurt. In fact, it certainly wouldn't hurt at all. The problem is they have no ammo. 30 shots and then they're done. Their reload time is pretty long, so I can tap fire other stuff, but to fit around it. But, you know, eh. Actually, could I set up like a dataless attack of these? And they're so tiny, too. Yeah, I'll just put it on the wrists or something. Problem is, they'll get blown off if I do that. I don't want to do that. So there are also some parts that have like special attacks, and I haven't quite figured out that particular, that whole mess. Let me put some revolver cannons on here somewhere. Yeah, we'll put it on the same mount as the arm. The arm will actually act as a barrier for the gun getting shot off, with any luck. There's the revolver cannon. There we go. There we go. So yeah, they look terrible, but it's okay. Everything's terrible here. I had another one of those. Cool. There. I have a tank cannon I can plop someplace. In fact, I'll put that on top of the head here. I will put one of these on somewhere. I'll put you on the center torso, I guess. And I'm going to set that as the critical weapon here, so that I don't fire it by mistake. Lots of bazookas and such. We might as well add another, right? Oh, have I run out of room for weapons? I have. What a tragedy. Whoa, what a tragedy. So I can probably... I don't care about grenade launchers. They never hit what I want it to hit, so I'm not even going to worry. We can now, of course, start building our Christmas tree. Because now we have a drill. Melee weapons... This thing is so large, I can't even see what I'm doing, so I'm not going to put that on there. Melee weapons have to be, like, within range, which is kind of a bear. Oh, that's just a different weapon. Oh, and it's a laser gun. Oh. Well, I'm going to put one on one end and one on the other. I think that's on the far end. Is sort of. There is none for the other side though, which is unfortunate. Maybe I'll put them both up there so they can get blown off and I can die horribly. I'm not gonna do that. Let's see if yeah, I'll just leave that there. We got the critical set. We're not gonna worry about a melee weapon. Actually, what we can do melee weapon, we can put that on the arm here. In fact, we might be able to put several on. So if anything's on our left, we can just like swipe it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it like so. So we have drill punching ability now. We will pop it out a little, so there's a little bit of variance there, away from the limb. Because we're actually quite big. We've got a bunch of these, so I'm going to put two on either arm. Double drill punchy. Double drill punch. Put that even offset even more. There we go. So I can really scrape down. There's nothing aesthetically pleasing about this. You're just gonna have to live with it. Sorry. I could just make it one giant drill hand. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, don't do that. And like so. So we have a nice drill fist here. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good sized drill fist. This is a godless abomination of a train mecha. But here we are. Yeah. Oh, accessories I need to put on. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. We've got wings. What do these do? Can I even see them? Not really. I have so much else going on. So I do have little winglets. What do they do? They don't have an installation effect. You can, in fact, set the light boards to do weird things like display information, which is goofy. Looks like those don't do anything. Oh, spiked armor pad? Nice. Perfect for intimidating the enemy. Very good. That's what I like to see. I'm just going to scroll through these. Installation effect is the category underneath HP that I'm looking at here. Otherwise, I'm going to set out a bunch of waifus to cover my body. Because they do act as very handy shields. They are very, very useful in that regard. I'm probably going to set a sizable layer on my legs. Decals, if you put them like on your legs, basically whatever part you put them on, that's what increases their health. So these won't increase health by much. They'll increase it by 30, which is a fraction of a bullet. It's not very good, to be honest. That's not bad HP-wise. Let's slap that puppy on there. We'll put you on... No. Oh, we'll put it on this limb. It's tiny, but we're going to size it up a smidge so it can actually take up some room. I'm going to rotate it that way. 90 degrees, probably. Yeah, 90 degrees is probably good. We're going to move it out a smidge. Because it's a small on a medium part, it doesn't look like it's doing much, but that's okay. Actually, it's a fair amount of HP, too. There's also connectors, which might be the thing I was forgetting how to use with legs. There's a way that you can set up like quadrupeds, and I don't remember how to do it. I believe it is with connectors. Oh, is this a... Is there a way to zoom out? Is that a Char horn? It is, kinda. I don't really care about that. There's a fair amount of health. We'll put that on the slide on it, I guess. There we go. See? Spiky stuff. Spiky. You don't want to mess with this shoulder. Look at it. So intimidating. Let's get some of these waifus on here. Oh, let's get that shield on. Another shield. Another shield. That has a big gun on it. I want to protect this limb. Come on. Come on. There we go. We want to rotate that like so. Like that. Yeah. Make that 90 degree. These are essentially measured in degrees, but things get really weird when you try to do multiple different axial rotations in a different sequence. So I'm gonna, for instance, do this and then readjust this back, and it is not going to be the same thing. When I reset that, it's going to be at an offset, as you can see. So I need to reset part. So it does weird things. I know you can't really see, there's a lot of bright colors and other nonsense, so don't worry too much about it. Suffice it to say, if you change rotation, if you change rotations, if you do multiple different axes of rotation and you change them back in any order that is not the exact reverse order of what you did, it is not going to come out the same way as if you were just resetting it. It's very annoying, but it does let you get up to semantics, I guess. Alright, so now we want to put on the actual durable pieces. And my question then is, how do I get these to work? On this train, can I just put it on that big green mount and then rotate it? That's what I'll have to do, I think. Alright, so we're going to shift that off to the right-hand side. We're going to rotate it like so. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. Nope, that's not the right way. Rotate 90 degrees. Rotate another 90. That'll cover most most of our rear. We're not going to be able to cover our front or rear very effectively, it doesn't look like, which is a tad aggravating, but can't I just, yeah, let me do it the other way. There we go. This way we can set it like that. We can, I want it a little higher than that. Let's set it at 15. We can scooch that in a smidge. Alrighty, let's put another one in to the same general place. That a large resets where you are, so you have to go back down through the list like again like a maniac. Oh, I see. Okay, it's just hidden that effectively. Okay, so we're going to scooch it way off this way. We're going to rotate thusly. We're going to rotate thusly. This is not really covering my body all that well, is it? So we're going to scooch it way over that way as much as we can. We're going to... Actually, I want to rotate that the other way. This way up there. Make it a little more flush. We are going to... We can make the size bigger. I'd rather not. These things are bulky and obnoxious enough as it is. Also, enemies are like strong enough to kind of one-tap these anyway. Whoops. Pushing that back to size in air quotes. And you do want multiple layers if you can get it. Rotation wise, that's fine. We just want to get a different position going. Let's set that at 30. Okay, that's as far over there as we can set it. Let's go to this one. Yes. Scooch it way out that way. Now we're going to get another one and put it on the other side here. Out this way, we want to rotate it, whoops, this way. We want them to feel fear. We are going to rotate it this way. We are going to scooch it back like that. We can probably scooch it back in. About halfway. That's at 35. Okay, we'll do that for the other one too. I'm going to vertically tweak it as well, so it's a little lower to the ground. Covers a bit more that way. All right, let's get another one to cover the rest of the other side. Decal, camouflage, large. Some of these are also offset in kind of weird ways. Oh, I did not want to do that. No. Yes, the tapping noise is very aggravating, I realize. There we go. 90. Whoops. There we go. Having to spitball on some of these. Let's rotate it the other way so the big gun thing isn't jammed into the ground. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but it'll make my life a little easier. Let's set that to 30. We can do a vertical offset a bit here. That covers my rear moderately well. scooch this any further up that way if I do some funk. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. No, wrong way. There we go, that's better. Get that to -30. We can scooch it down a little. Nope, not science. There we go. We can probably scooch it back in a bit. Actually, we can scooch the other one in. Where are you? You. And we'll just scooch that a bit. That's fine. Okay. Now, to figure out how to cover our front and back, because the front's going to be where we take the majority of our damage. Okay. Decal camouflage. There we go. Let's pop that up in the front here. There we go. We want to scooch it out front, so it is out front. We're going to flip it upside down. Believe that's the right way. It is. Angle that downwards a bunch. Actually, you know what? I'll set that at its normal rotation and just bump it vertically. See how high up it'll go. The legs will be embedded in the ground, but that's okay. We'll live. Alright, so we got one. I want to put like 3 layers rather, of that. Rotate again. That's... oh, geez, this one's weird. I don't know what's going on with this one. Scooch it out anyway. And we'll get a third one on there. And just hope that no enemies attack us from the rear. How about that? I like that. I like that idea. That's a logo. That scooched in a little bit. Vertically adjust. Alrighty. Actually, leave that down so it can catch stuff from below. Okay, we're good. I'm not going to worry about it beyond that. Finish. And I am going to display order. Swap it with that one. Okay, so we now have all self-created horrors from beyond our wildest comprehension. This game is good for that. It's one of the things I'm happy about with it. We'll do one more on side story to get some good parts, and then we'll just kind of coast through a bunch of campaign. We will give this one a ride, in fact. Oh god! We'll see how this goes. I'm not confident, but we'll figure it out. We managed to retake the city illegally occupied by the Stellar Union. We discovered evidence of that something of a monstrous size had been unearthed at the mentioned excavation site, but aside from this, it was vacant. It is unclear what might have been dug up, but whatever it was, they have already transported it elsewhere. We must pursue their main force and put an end to their schemes. So these side missions are all EDF crossover missions. So the baddies are digging up like EDF mech stuff, as well as like cars, because I guess those are lost tech. Alright, let's see if this thing can move at all. Oh, that's horrible. I hate this. Aha. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Shoot. Mixed missiles put in work. Damn. Yeah, it doesn't like this at all. Oh wow, those are glorious. I'm about to scuba stomp this guy. Alright. Come on, pick up the thing. Where is it? Oh, they missed. Crap. Don't. Have I mentioned that the AI is not very clever? I'd love for it to hang around and do something relevant, but it insists on killing itself. Gonna get this thing activated. You do not want to try jumping up and landing on one of those. You will break your legs and die. I have done it more times than I can count. So this is the pain train. The pain train judge. Oh, here we go. It's one of these laser turrets. These are great. There is another turret out here somewhere. Let's get that going. This is a big wide open area. I don't like that. In fact, what I'll try to do is I'm gonna like... No. Yes. I'm gonna like shoot the gun off this thing and then try and capture it. There's a bunch of stuff over here. Oh no, I'm stuck. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. I'm gonna let my boost recharge, and then I'm gonna shoot the thing's gun off, and then I'm gonna try and hop out and capture it, and hope it doesn't like ram into me like a goofus. It probably will. That's how this game goes. There we go. Alright, stay right there. Okay. Don't blow up. Okay, none of that worked. It's fine. I'm just gonna blow it up.
機体の配送が完了しました。
It does not like
利用
this.
してください。
It does not like this. It does not like this.
機体の配送が完了
Oh no. If I screwed myself, I might be in trouble.
利用してください。機体の配
Oh
送が
no.
完了しました。利用してください。
Oh dear. I should have rotated. Oh
利用
no.
してください。機体の配送が完了しました。
It really doesn't like this. I'm gonna just start the mission from the beginning. I can't get back in it. Because it's like, nah, I don't know what to do with this. The geometry is just gonna interfere. Sorry.
巨大なエネルギー反応ユニオンの本体と
At least those Nyx missiles are. Please don't run into me again.
これよりステラーユニオンの本体を強襲します。
電気を確認。 スペシャルアイテムアタックアッ
I
プを
don't
し
need
た
an attack up item at all.
敵残存数残りわずかです。
Alright, so as before, I am going to go after these turrets and such. I'll leave you there. I'm just gonna get all three of these activated.
スリープモード
デコイ起動敵の攻撃を引きつけてくれるぞ
You have infinite boost as a pilot, which is nice.
ボタン長押しでタレットを起動できるぞ
I wish you could hijack a mechs
ボタン長
if
押し
yours got damaged, but if there's a way to do that, I don't know how.
タレット起動
Maybe you can do it by disabling
範
them,
囲内の敵を
and then
直接迎撃
then
します
it'll let you hop in. But I'm not gonna put it to the test.
よっしゃー
パイロットの
Okay,
搭乗
now for the fun part,
起動します。
where I try not to blow that stupid idiot up.
やられちまった
電気を確認。
Wow. Okay. Yes. Shit. I am king of the mountain. My enemy girl army cannot be destroyed. Not by such pitiful fools as yourselves. Those both purple boxes? Yes, they are. Ah,
警告。ミッション区域からは離脱できません。警告。ミッション区域からは離脱できません。
I'm gonna back off.
わずかです。
I don't know what that is. Oh, hi. Goodbye. On back. Wow. So Nyx missiles kick. Those just make things die. I like that. Note to self. Those are deceptively strong. Oh, I'm never gonna get to that golden one in time. But maybe the turret.
残りわずかです。ブースト停止します。電気を確認。
Yay. Ah. I think we killed him. Ow! Don't do that. Oh no, there's another one. I'm never gonna get it in time.
停止します。 ブースト停止します。
He did. Ow. No, they blew up waifu number 567. How could you? You shall be destroyed.
電気を確認。
Oh, that's rather a lot of that misery.
アタックアップを使用します。敵残存数残りわずか
Waifu 672, how dare thee!
軽度のダメージ100部トレイン
I want to pick up these items here.
10程度のダメージ電気を確認
They're gonna head towards me, maybe. There it is. Oh, my legs are badly damaged. Okay, cool.
ブースト停止します。
Is he gonna keep shooting at that one there, or can I maybe make a capture attempt? Come on. Stop being stuck. Thank you.
停止します。
Looks like it's got some sort of a sniper rifle, so I might have to be careful. No. All right, I think we.
トレイン L 2
There we go.
深刻なダメージ
Okay. So I don't think it's got any more weapons. I'm gonna try capturing this thing.
スペシャルアイテムスピードアップを取得しました。
Okay, let's get someplace where we're not janking
制限
out.
時間残り5分です。パイロットの退出を確認。待機します。
目標機体の
Beautiful.
成功しました。
Let's get back to the pain trip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So that's Balam,
電気を
Mobile Fortress,
こいつ
EDF4.
予想以上の大きさね。
Oh no!
彼らが BRX に呼んでいたの
Ah, sugar. Okay.
まさに
Um,
徘徊する巨人ね。
not sure what specifically killed me. There are many candidates. Oh, it's back. Shit.
星が呼んだ怒りの巨人の力
Cease and desist your prattle, mortal. I'm not close enough to hurt it, and it is definitely close enough to hurt me. getting away and see if it'll step on those traps. You're going the wrong way. Shit. This thing has a lot of health.
今はまだ ERM を失うわけにはいかない。ここは一旦逃げるぞ。
そうだね。別動隊とも合流しよう。くしょー。覚えてろよてめえら。
It just... Maybe I'm not supposed to kill it? Aw, man, there's so many things left. I'm never gonna get them all.
負傷者の収容を最優先。再出撃の可能
I'm
性もある
gonna
か
pick
ら
up a couple
ここ
though.
は待機して。親父さん、再出撃が可能になるまでどれくらいの時間がかかりそう？
おいおい、あんまり無茶を言うなよ。そうだな。最低でも半日ってところか。
なるべく急いで。彼らを逃がすわけにはいかないわ。
I'm going to assume it follows EDF rules where anything left behind just you don't get. Anything new and interesting here? Shoulder pad for Nyx, that's not terrible. Some 4-star stuff, which is good. A rare accessory. Drop. Another atom beam cannon. Is there a way I can sort? No, I can't. A Balaam torso. Nice. Ballon, whatever. An Octo launcher, that's good. Balaam right arm. I'm not sure if those have any particular bonuses. Some sort of a laser gun. Cool. Alright, so that went pretty well. I am running out of time, though. Alright, we'll do this last one, and then we'll move back to campaign. We have suffered tremendous damage from our encounter with the colossal and mysterious BRM the Stellar Union has commandeered. Fortunately, it is slow-moving, and its size makes it all too easy to spot, so we have managed to keep track of its general trajectory. You are to pursue and engage the enemy. One way or another, it must be taken down. And so we shall, with the power of weaponized waifus. Swoosh. Clunk. Ah, geez, they're right on the... Oh, no. No! My fingers are offset. No! Oh, geez, it's right up in my grill already. That's cool. Please back off. Ah, please. Oh, jeez. Not like this. You know what this reminds me of? The EDF missions where you have to fight legally distinct Godzilla. Just gonna get the fuck out of here. Let my allies do something about this guy. I should probably shoot at him. Oh, it's dead. Did I pick hard difficulty? No, that's just wave 1. Oh, okay. Excellent. I am in trouble. I missed. That's bad. I wanted to save one of those guys and not kill him yet. Boost gauge come back, see if we can get on up here. We can't. There we go. I want to get some of these turrets and such activated. Oh, come on. I am stuck in the ground. Alright, we'll leave that last one alive. They're not playing nice. I definitely want to take out these Nyx's. The Nyx's weapons are generally pretty good, so I don't want to mess with them too much. As you can see, that thing shot at me for a couple seconds and I'm already nearly dead. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Alright, they're not... They are kind of following me.
ボタン長押しでパレットを起動できるぞ。パレット起動。こいつは頼りになるぜ。
ボタン長押しでパレットを起動できます。パレット起動。
I can't approach from the front, I have to be close!
新たな敵兵を感知注意してください
Not today. Ah! Am I out of ammo? Or did it get blown up? It got blown up or emptied. Whatever. Oh jeez, they just keep spawning in. Stop! Okay, I'm gonna get this activated. No. Come on, come on, come on.
その調子で頼むわ
Shit.
調子じゃないか。
They did not load up. That's good. Please let me in. Please let me in. Okay, fine. Don't let me in. It's not stabilized or something? Am I trying to get at the wrong thing? Oh, it wedged itself under. I have to wait till it blows itself up. Okay. Spectacular. Okay. There we go. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Ah! Hopefully it won't spawn in somewhere else. When you switch mechs, it feels like it docks you a rating grade, even if you didn't blow it up yourself. Decided to teleport it away. I'm never gonna get to that. That's fine. Just blow up some ballon. Okay. Didn't notice that I had speed up. I could have maybe caught the rare dropper. It's fine.
新たな敵影を感知注意してください
So yes, the game is insanely janky. It's okay. It's how we like them.
停止しますスペシャルアイテム
So let's speed
を
up.
取得しました
Let's let our booster gauge recharge.
スペシャルアイテムスピードアップを使用します
Oh, cool.
電気量が封印スペシャルアイテム
Is that attack up? Okay, so we can brutalize something.
スペシャルアイテムアタックアップを使用します新たな敵影を感知注意してくださいブースト停止しますニクストラック L
Oh boy, there they are. Wow, they're fast. Spooky.
新たな敵影を感知注意してください敵残存数残り
It's
わずか
probably 3 Balaams or something that's size class up. I don't know what they are.
ブースト停止します
Okay. Oh, that's right. This has autocannons on it. They occasionally deal with business. I'm gonna move them in towards these turrets
ブースト停止します
in the hope that they wind up getting shot to pieces and I don't have to do as much work.
ブースト停止します敵残存数残りわずかです制限時間残り5分ですブースト停止します 敵残存数残りわずかですスペシャルアイテムスピードアップを取得しました電気量が封印
It's a lot of missiles.
制限時間残り4分です敵残存数残りわずかです
Alright, where are they?
せっかく修理したのにこうなりゃ徹底的に叩き潰すぞ
それは
それはこちらのセリフよ。
相手は追い込まれてやけになっていますどうか皆さんが落ち着いて戦いに臨んでくださいご武運をお祈りします
君たち、これが奴らとの最終決戦よ。出し惜しみはなし。徹底的にやっちゃいなさい。
スペシャルアイテム
Unlimited ammo, let's go!
ブースト停止しますブーストスペシャルアイテムアンリミテッドを使用しブースト停止します電気量が封印トラック L
Oh no, not my head!
ブースト停止します
I need to go! Not like this!
トラック L が破壊されました本機は爆発します搭乗者は
Actually, I can see if I can capture. I probably cannot. Oh, there's 2 of them. I'm not gonna frig with that. do... Which is the one that...
機体の配送依頼が受理されました。配送機体の増加を確認。機体の配送が完了しました。受領してください。ようこそパイロット。
What I'm gonna try and do is blow both the limbs off one of these and then capture it. There we go. Okay. He's normal. No weapons it has, unfortunately. You can't capture it. Okay, fine. We'll just blow it up. Their murder mobile. It did. Next! I'm never gonna catch that one. It's fine. Oh, there's this dude plinking at me from up here. I just twigged to that. Nice. I am surrounded. That's bad. Okay, they're following me. That's actually good. I can lure them back. Maybe my allies can do something. Look at this dude as he comes at me. Yeah. Lose a limb, please. Thank you. Don't do that. Oh, that was the designated target. I need to hump it over to that thing. The Lord Planet. Oh yeah, me and my massive ride. Oh, it must be American made. It's a bit of a hog.
すでに国防軍海兵隊によって拿捕されました。あなた方にはもう逃げ場はありません。我々 ポーセブン警備保障の勝利なのです。
先輩くんも新人さんも
We're doing a Yui. We're reckless. All right, let's see if we got anything good. All right, just leveling up stuff. Cool. Oh, nice. Got a M 5-star Balin torso. I'll definitely have to put something together with that. Wow, that's a lot of booster ability. Got a 5-star tank cannon. Beautiful. Does a double tap of some kind. Excellent. Hero chest. Very good. Another Nyx pod. A medium this time. Beautiful. We want as many of those as we can get. My shot cannons are cool for auto guns. And that's a medium, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's not too shabby. Very nice.
それではブリーフィングを始めます。
All right. With that, I actually have to dip.
が手に入ったぞ。
So next week, it's gonna be New Year's. Wildly.
あなたの期待を感謝します。
Gamma. No, not campaign. Oh, okay. I went to the hangar. Nice, I think. Is that good? Maybe it's good. But I will be here, or should be. Last I checked. What is OBS trying to tell me here? That's not good. It's not telling me anything. Very nice. So schedule-wise, let me just open it up here. Yeah, that is going to be New Year's. So what I'm planning on doing is turning over a new leaf for New Year's. We are still going to be doing Mecha Mondays, but it is going to be more literature-oriented. To my never-ending fascination and pleasure, my most tuned into streams are consistently the streams where I read books aloud. So I've got a bunch of mecha literature I can read aloud. I've got a bunch of old BattleTech novels. What I need to do, though, is I need to go through that list of the ones that I have, because I think I've got like parts of some of the little mini arc series that they did, but not full ones, because I got them at a deep dish discount at like a book sale. I had read a couple of them, but I had to get way back in the day when they had first come out. I had to get rid of them because space, and then I was like, oh, I have space again. I could get more, and so I did. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to be doing. I've got plenty of other. You'd be amazed at how much giant robot literature there actually is. It's kind of wild. But what I'll start off with is the novelization of Mobile Suit Gundam, the original. It's a bit different if you've ever seen Kido Senki Gundam. Senshi Gundam. Yes, Kido Senshi Gundam. If you've ever watched the original show from 1979-ish, there's going to be a few differences. The Earth arc is we don't ever go to Earth. So we hear about what happens during the Earth arc, but we mostly stay in space. Big changes to the ending, which I won't spoil, and some more detail on certain characters, like Chalia Bull gets a bit more depth put to him. He's the guy who pilots the Bra Bro, if you remember that giant purple thing. It's one of the early Xeon weapon systems that has remote weapons. So that has a pretty sizable section in it. The Texas colony stuff goes down a bit differently as well. Um, I don't think the Gelgoog appears at all. Shar doesn't get a Gelgoog. He gets a Rickdom too, I think, towards the end. He doesn't get a Zeong either. The Big Zam sequence is intact pretty much to the hilt. Me imitating the voices is going to be interesting, but because I honestly can't remember what Slegger sounded like, nor can I remember what Hayato sounded like. I can do a fair Kai Shida, and I can't really do a good Amuro. I'll probably do British Bright because British Bright, worst Bright. Very memorable though. If you know, you know. If you don't know, trust me, it's probably for the best. So we'll probably be doing that. Let's see. Some other stuff I could do. I'm probably going to do that, and that's going to take a little while to get through. It's not a tiny book, but it's not huge either. I also have the translated run of Full Metal Panic, which is pretty entertaining. Also, the old Robotech novelizations, which are cute. They're actually better than you'd think. They're quite good, actually. Among many other things. There's a bunch of other mecha adjacent stuff that I could do. I would do All You Need Is Kill, but it's kind of, which is what what was that Tom Cruise movie, End of Tomorrow or something? It got turned into a movie. It's not very good. It actually does a fair job of being representative of the book. The book's a bit different, better for starters. The problem with doing that one is it's got these like little interludes that tell you what time loop he's on, what iteration of the time stream he's on, and I can't really translate those into English because they're numerical, they're alphanumeric, and they make sense if you're looking at them, but they don't if you try to read them out, and I can't easily find images for them. They're not essential to understanding the narrative though, so you can get by without. Got a few other things. I've got oh, what's that other one I've got floating around? I could probably do some of the Gundam manga that's been done as well, if I really, really wanted to dig deep. I've been wanting to do like a comic stream at some point. I've dabbled in that. The difficulty is getting an electronic copy that I can show on screen, and it's never going to be quite ideal. But yeah, so I'm thinking of doing that for like a year. I'm also going to be switching over to a season format. Thank you to Kamen Rider Echo for having that idea. So I'm going to be doing like every year will be a different season. This will mean if you go into a playlist, you won't have to go through 220 videos in order to find a specific one. Oh no, we made Clank get Gigabash? That's wonderful. That's very good news. It also means he's probably going to Gorogong and ape us to death, which is good because we need a Gorogong player. Gorogong's like deceptively good. I definitely didn't understand him at first, and now he's starting to make a bit more sense. You have to. It's all about knowing how far your punches reach, and then like following up with a jump and a few other things. He's pretty cool. But yeah, so for like a year or so, we'll see how that goes. For like a year or so, I'll be doing mecha literature. This is going to be easier than it sounds. Because I've got enough for sure for the entire year. Oh, the other one that I really want to read aloud is Yukikaze and Good Luck Yukikaze. Those are really good science fiction in general. They're a bit dry, a bit hard to read, and kind of dense, but they are quite good. Some of the most ludicrously detailed depictions of air-to-air combat you have ever conceived of. It's extremely, extremely detailed, but pretty wild. Like you can get, it'll be pretty easy for me to get lost in the sauce reading that, as it were. Just kind of like, oh wait, where were we? What are we talking about anymore? And I try to avoid doing that. I try to have like the broader view, but I do want to get around to reading those aloud. So those are high on my priority list for this year. And with any luck, I'll have time to do Full Metal Panic as well as the Gundam novelization. So that's the plan going forward. What I'm also going to probably be doing is switching Warframe Wednesdays over to be an auxiliary backup um, for my Free Read Fridays streams because of the structure of the book that I'm currently doing for Free Read Fridays. So I'm going to turn into Wordy Wednesdays or something, or Wordful Wednesdays. Word filled, something like that. Because my Wednesdays are getting a little busy, or the middle of the week is getting a little tricky for me to schedule around. So if I do short ones of that, because the way the current book I'm doing for Free Read Fridays, which is Hyperion, by the way, and you should check that out. It's excellent. I think I did one of my best performances ever for last week, if I do say so myself. I just realized this isn't playing music on there. Cool. Where was I? I had brain thoughts. Oh, yeah. So there's like between each major story chapter, there's like a little interlude, and the interlude is relatively short. So I'll be putting the interludes on Wednesdays and then the primary ludes on Fridays. I'll have it like by the end of this week. I wanted to have it done this weekend, but I didn't have a chance because I got caught up in life. I'll have a playlist for the Hyperion stuff that it'll all go into, and it'll all make sense there, but it's not going to make sense if you follow me day to day. Anyway, I do all these live. These are not like pre-recorded and edited videos for... And if anyone didn't realize that, I'm sorry. I thought it was obvious. So we do them live, and I don't edit them after the fact because I'm lazy. Incredibly lazy. Like, you would not believe just how slothful and lazy I am. It's why I do this instead of... Well, no, I have 2 real jobs, but it's why I don't get paid to do it. Anyway, that's kind of the general status update. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you all are chilling. And yeah, see you all next time for New Year. So that'll be cool. Okie dokie. Talk to you all later. Thanks again. Bye. Stay safe, stay sane, and be decent to each other. New Year's coming up. New year, new you, new ways that the world will baffle and confuse us. Alrighty, with that, I gotta go. Thanks again. Stay safe, stay sane, be decent to each other, and repeat myself again. Sorry. And yeah, until next time. At which point, well, next time will be this Wednesday and Friday. But then it'll be a new year, and I'll be able to do Happy New Year stuff, and that'll be cool. Okay, with that, I gotta go. Thanks again.